Hey you guys, how are you doing? I'm having a really good day. The sun is shining. I'm actually managing to film 2 videos in one day, which has not been able to happen yet because this month and last month technically at all because I've been that busy. So I'm happy to finally have a day where I can sit down and focus on talking to you guys and actually getting a few things done. I took down my Halloween tree. Halloween tree's gone. I still have my leaves because I am not ready to put up Christmas decorations yet. I've already seen videos on YouTube where people are already decorating for Christmas, and it's only the first week of November. I can't go there yet. I know I need to do Christmas soon, but my brain is just like, it can't, it doesn't want to, just no. Anyway, today I wanted to share my October favorites with you before we get too far into the month. I'm going to keep this really short and really sweet because, to be honest, I was using a lot of the same products all October. Definitely have been trying new products, still trying some out, figuring out what I love, what I don't. There's just a few things in October that made me super happy, so those are what I'm going to share with you. First up, we have these. I'm sure I've mentioned these before, either these or the COSRX ones. These are the Peach Slices brand Acne Spot Dots. I've tried this and the COSRX ones. The COSRX ones are thicker. They don't stay on as well, and I don't think they work as well. I actually like these ones better. They're a little bit thinner and they're slightly textured, so they blend in with your skin better. I buy these at CVS, and every time I go, I buy probably 6 or 7 packs. That way I just have them. So I only have to buy them once every 6 months or so. But I use these all the time. These are amazing, especially if you have cystic acne that likes to scar. That's what I use these for. Regular tiny pimple, yeah, you can use them for those, but the big massive ones you get on your chin, or I had a giant one on my forehead that just was not healing, that's what these are perfect for. They're basically hydrocolloidal band-aids. They're the same thing that you use when you get a blister band-aids, except they're teensy-tiny. And I will put these on my face. I will wear these out. I will go out grocery shopping, etc. with these on my face. These are so good for acne. These are also really good if you tend to pick at your skin, because I do. I pick at my skin like crazy, which is a very bad habit and just will destroy your skin, quite frankly. So these are great because if you put them on spots, then when you go to pick, you'll feel the sticker and it will be that visual or physical cue to go, can't touch that right now. So these are amazing. Next up is the eyeliner I am wearing on my tight line right now. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Whiskey. This eyeliner is amazing. It's beautiful. If you need a brown eyeliner, I've tried several brown eyeliners. If you need one for fall or winter that is just nice and dark and rich and pigmented and will go on your tight line without transferring onto your waterline and won't get in your eyes, this will not transfer on my contacts. I've used the Marc Jacobs gel liner before. That one will transfer onto my contacts like crazy. So I can't even wear that when I have contacts in. I mostly only wear makeup when I have contacts in. So I love this one. This is amazing. New holy grail status. I will always have it in the house. Next thing, I may have mentioned this last month, but I just wanted to show it to you guys again. This is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip, and this is in the shade PS, and this was a part of one of their collections. I can't remember which one it was, but I think it's still Ulta. It's the one with the rose packaging, there's roses all over the packaging. but this is a beautiful, beautiful lip gloss. It's not the one I'm wearing today, but this is a super soft, beautiful peachy gloss, and it doesn't do that weird thing that cheaper peach glosses do where the pigment separates from the gloss and then you have it in the lines and it just looks nasty. No, this is probably one of the most beautiful peach glosses I've ever tried. Another one that I'm actually wearing today, just in case you guys are interested and you didn't see my last video, is the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice Lip Gloss. This is another beautiful lip gloss, so I would say that this one's more glittery, where this one is more of a softer, less sparkly peach. All right, the next thing I wore for my Halloween costume, which I hate to admit this, I did not do any Halloween videos this year, you guys know that. And that's because I couldn't think, well, it's not that I couldn't think of anything, I had plenty of ideas, but it was just like crazy, like I couldn't decide on anything. So I actually ended up, we do 2 days of Halloween usually. So first day I ended up going as just a Renaissance maiden because I always have Renaissance gear from going to fairs in my closet. So I went as that. So no makeup. I think I wore like mascara. And then on the second day, I was like, what should I go as? What should I go as? And then I was like, yeah, I'll go as a Playboy bunny. That's great. It'll be so cute. I have all the stuff for it. And then I stepped outside and realized I forgot to check the weather, and it was October in Ohio, and it was like 40 degrees out, and I was going to be outside for hours in fishnets. That wasn't happening, so we ditched the blonde wig and the bunny outfit, and I went as a cat. Because being a cat, I could basically cover myself in head to toe with, like, I had a pink fuzzy sweater, I had purple leggings, so I was a pastel cat. Like, between my hair and the ears I wore and everything, I was a pastel cat. Yep. So, for my makeup, I ended up not doing the cat makeup I did for Halloween like 4 or 5 years ago, which was the super elaborate makeup. No, I did glitter lips and whiskers, pretty much. I have, you know whatted it all the way this Halloween. But I do want to say, I used this glitter again, the NYX Glitter Gold eyeliner. This stuff is so good. I use this on my lips. I put it over my lipstick. I put it over the Kylie Jenner lipstick, one of the Kylie Jenners. I think I used Candy K. I put this over it, stayed all night, didn't move. I did whiskers with it and I did eyeliner with it. Did not freaking move for hours. I think I probably had this on for like 6 or 7 hours. Didn't move, even on my cheeks. And there's a lot of movement in that part of the face. And that's where I had my whiskers, and they barely even cracked. So this is definitely one of my favorite glitter liners ever. It is amazing. I would highly, highly recommend it. I think I mentioned this in a favorites before, but I just wanted to bring it up again because I don't think I'd mentioned it recently. All right, let's see. Last, like, makeup-y thing is this. This is the Morphe and Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist. I'm obsessed with this. I think I mentioned it in another video. I love it so, so much. It smells amazing. It gives your skin that dewy, glowy look. Like all the products I have on my face right now, powder, well, not powder, but like the contour and blush I have are powder products. Concealer's matte, my foundation's matte, and my skin looks nice and glowy and healthy, and that's because of this. So if you like really dewy, natural looking skin, I would highly recommend that. Skincare, I have one skincare favorite, and it's because I did buy a bunch of new skincare this month, but I'm still figuring out what I like and what I don't. This one though I've used for a while and I definitely love it. This is from The Ordinary. This is their Buffet Serum. It's a peptide serum and it has all kinds of good crap in it for your skin, basically. It has like 5 bajillion things in it that are supposed to be amazing. I've used this every morning, every night. It works so, so well. I've actually used half the bottle, but considering this is like $7, I'm okay with that. And I've had it for like 2 months and 2 months? A month and a half? A month? I can't remember. I think it's been 2 months. I don't know. Time just... I have no concept of time anymore. But anyway, this is amazing. I really love this for my skin. Usually I will put this on either right after toner or instead of toner if I'm in a hurry. And it makes an amazing, amazing base for just the rest of your skincare. It doesn't like ball up. It doesn't go funny. It pretty much sits under like anything I put on top of it really, really well. And I think it's definitely improved just the overall appearance of my skin in general. Obviously, I'm wearing foundation. Go ahead and look at my last video, the Get Ready With Me, if you want to see what my skin has been looking like recently without foundation. And that will kind of make my point a little bit better. Because I'm like, hey, look at my skin. I have 10 layers of foundation on. Next favorite are pens. I'm a stationery geek. You probably already know this. I have been putting off for years trying the holy grail of stationery products, the Papermate Flair pens, because they are felt tip, and I'm never a big fan of anything felt tip. Felt tip eyeliners, felt tip pens, not such a big fan. These are amazing. They're really cute. The colors are adorable. They're super duper fine tipped, and these ones are the medium ones, but I can write crazy tiny with these, which I love. I love the way they feel. This matte pen is really nice and comfortable to hold and write. It's really thin, so if you have smaller hands, it's comfortable. And I like that this does not bleed through my planner. I have a Happy Planner that I use the majority of the time. I also write in bullet journals and things like that. But I'm constantly writing and taking notes, like everywhere, because that's how I keep my brain from completely exploding. And I love these. They're so, so good. So if you haven't tried these yet, or you've been holding out, I would highly recommend them. I got the Candy Pop set, which I think had like 6 colors in it, just because I like the bright cutesy colors, obviously. All right, next favorite. Do I even need to explain why? The best chocolate-covered coffee beans I have tried. Yes, they're expensive. No, they're not a necessity, but for some reason, when I'm stressed and tired, these make me feel better. So I have these. They're awesome. All right, and my last like physical favorite that I can show you. First of all, I bought this on consignment. I typically only buy designer things on consignment because I don't have that kind of budget. If I did, that might be a different story. I only buy designer things on consignment. Also, this is real leather. Typically, I will only buy a leather product if it's vintage or consignment or something that someone has already purchased and given up, just because I feel better about it that way. I try not to buy very much leather at all. Personally, I don't love leather that much because you can't take it in the rain. It requires a lot of care, etc. So I prefer fake leather when at all possible, but I'm pretty sure this is real leather because it is a Dooney & Bourke purse. Dooney & Bourke was my first designer purse that I got that was gifted to me probably 8 years ago, and that poor purse took a beating. And then I saw this one at the consignment shop 2 years ago. and I didn't buy it because it was like $150. So I waited and waited and waited, and this purse was still there. And waited and waited, and it was still there. Checked earlier this year, it was still there, and like 20% off. And I thought about it, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna wait. And then my consignment store posted on Facebook that they had a collection of purses that they were selling for 50% off because they could not get them to sell. This purse was one of them. So I finally was like, okay, I'm getting it. It ended up being $68, which for a designer purse in fairly good condition is really, really cheap. And how can you not love this? It's pink python. Don't worry, not real python. It's a python printed leather. I looked it up just because if it was like python, I'd be like, no. Now, it does have some damage to it. Like, there's a little tiny cut, like right here, you can see. But that's barely visible, like it blends in so much. It's got the little brass things at the bottom to hold it up, which I love. It's nice and sturdy and square. The main reason I got this, I freaking love the pattern and the pink on it. And the lady at the consignment store, she knew me the second I called. And she was like, oh, hi, I was wondering, would you come and get that purse? But she said she couldn't sell it to anyone because the pink was just a little too out there for most people. And I'm like, how is this out there? How? I love it. Like, this is calm compared to what I usually wear. So I let her know, I'm like, anything that you're having trouble selling that's like crazy, make sure to let me know about it. But anyway, the main reason I really wanted a bag like this in the first place is it's very structured. You can slide notebooks in this, papers, etc. And everything, it's very strong, so it's not going to have an issue with it. It does have a shoulder strap and then short hand straps. And then it has a little flap thing that covers the inside. The inside's actually red. I kind of wished it was pink. But that's what the inside looks like, and it's in near perfect condition. Like, it has a couple little marks, but nothing that's a huge issue to me because, let's be honest, I throw like pens and other stuff in my purse. Like, I believe that purses are to be used, not as showpieces. But the one thing I love about Dooney & Bourke purses, and the reason I tend to buy them if I can get my hands on them for a very reasonable price, is because their pockets are so structured. They have lots of pockets, they have clips on them, they have little chains in them like this to clip your keys to. Like, you can clip your keys, or I'll clip like hand sanitizers and things. It's just very well thought out for people who like to be organized. So this is a big favorite of October. My only thing is it rained constantly in October, and so far it's rained like constantly in November, except for today. And I don't want to carry this out in the rain because I know from experience with my other leather Dooney & Bourke purse that the leather will get absolutely trashed very, very quickly if I take it out in the rain. I mean, this isn't perfect. It's definitely dinged up and scuffed up, but it's still a beautiful purse. It's really nice, but I probably wouldn't buy that same bag like full price. If I was to spend full price designer prices on a bag, which is highly unlikely, at least with where I'm at right now, then it will probably be something that has cleaner lines and is a bit more versatile, if that makes sense. Because this is definitely not a bag you can carry with every single outfit. Books, music, and shows. Real quick. Book. The Willpower Instinct by Kelly McGonigal. I'm actually still reading this. I haven't had a lot of time to read this month, but this book is so good. If you like psychology and you like learning about how the brain works and you like nonfiction, basically if you're a total geek and you like psychological studies and things like that, then you'll love this book. It basically goes into the science of willpower and primitive instincts and how we need to work with primitive instincts in order to control our willpower and things like that. And it's really, really helpful, especially if you're the kind of person who has a lot of, ooh, shiny responses, because I'm definitely an ooh, shiny kind of person. So being like, no, you don't need to play with the shiny right now is majorly a willpower thing. So very, very interesting book. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm about halfway through and I really like it. Music. I've been listening to K-pop still, of course, BTS and like everyone else. Don't even get me started on how angry I am on the Wonho and Monsta X situation. Angry, heartbroken. I may have cried a little bit at IHOP when I read that on Twitter, but anyway. Lots of K-pop like always, and then 90s music. Like there's no specific like album or song I can point out, but I've been also listening to a lot of 90s again, like classic 90s, like Mariah, Backstreet Boys, Spice Girls, pretty much everything from the 90s, just because my brain's been like, this is familiar. Also, my brain's been like, I know all the words. And my brain isn't struggling to translate the Korean into English in my head while I'm listening, which it does with K-pop now, which I'm like, no brain, just relax and enjoy the music. You don't need to translate. Anyway, favorite show is still Game of Thrones because that's the only show I've been watching lately. We are on season 6, finally, and like every single episode, there's a major freaking plot twist. Game of Thrones has been stressful. Like, I can't even, like, 7th and 8th seasons I'm slightly terrified for. This season is really, really good. And of course, we're only watching like maybe 3 episodes a week because we're so busy. But I'm like, yeah, want to finish the season. All right. That is it, you guys, for my October favorites. I hope that you enjoyed this video, or at least found it somewhat entertaining. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Pretty much, unless like I do what I did last week and completely miss a week because my life kind of slightly exploded just for the week. Now it's better. You guys can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.